The idea of a holiday from the federal gas tax is still a hot debate among the presidential candidates. Today, John McCain pushed for the break, saying it would help low-income Americans. Hillary Clinton also supports the temporary relief, but Barack Obama says it would not solve the underlying problem.
I find people who are the wealthiest, who are most dismissive of a plan to give low-income Americans a little bit of a holiday for 3 months so they'd have something a little more to give to their children and enjoy their summer a little more.
I did not think they needed a short-term gimmick like a gas tax holiday where, if you lower the tax, the oil companies would just raise their prices.
My opponent says, that's a gimmick. He doesn't want to take on the oil companies to make them pay the gas tax. He'd rather you do it, but he attacks me because he doesn't have any plan for immediate relief.
Okay, and for more on the gas tax holiday, we're joined now from Washington by Andrew Moylan of the National Taxpayers Union. And Andrew, what do you think? Who's correct in this debate? Do you think a gas tax holiday would provide a real benefit to drivers?
Well, I certainly think that there are a lot of drivers who would agree that it would be a benefit to get rid of almost 20 cents a gallon in taxes on the gas that they pay for every day to fill up their cars, to take their families, to get to work and all of that. And so there are a lot of folks who think that it would be a big benefit.
Senator Obama, of course, has argued that if the gas tax is halted, the oil companies might use it as an opportunity to raise the price of gas back to the original level. Is that a possibility?
I'm not sure that that's very realistic. I think that the competitive marketplace works very well, and if you have one gas station that's lowering that price by 18 cents a gallon, you're going to have a lot of others. And also, when we've seen this on the state level, we've seen states like Florida and Illinois who have engaged in this. We've seen prices come down at roughly equal levels to the amount of the tax. So I think that that's what would be likely to happen.
Senator Clinton has proposed, as you know, raising taxes on the oil companies to help pay for a gas tax holiday. What effect would that have, Andrew, on the price of gas?
Well, we don't even have to speculate about what kind of an effect that would have. We tried that policy in the 1980s, a windfall profits tax, and the ultimate effect of it was to reduce our domestic production, to increase our oil imports. And not only that, but perhaps most importantly for Senator Clinton, it only brought in a quarter of the revenue that they thought that it would. So I think that it's only in Washington, D.C. where a policy like that was a complete failure on every level could be resurrected as the answer to our energy problems.
What about, taxes overall, Andrew, in this political season? I mean, it seems like the candidates on both sides, fairly Democrats more than Republicans, say the answer to all of our problems is another government program. What do you all say to that?
Well, it's the age-old story, and it's something that, NTU has been fighting for a long time. But every time there's a problem, somebody has a program, somebody has a tax that they think is the solution. And we happen to believe that markets are the solution, that individuals acting together are the solution, and that freedom is what works best rather than government intervention.
Andrew Moylan, thanks for being with us. We appreciate it.
My pleasure.